today we're going to do the Budget Baller Show. And I know, questions that, poor kids and people that are just flat broke trying to get into paintball. What should they buy? Where should they go? What should they start with? I'm going to try to give you what I think is the best way to spend your money when you're on a tight budget trying to get into paintball, okay? It's just, paintball is just a very expensive sport, but even if you're penny pinching, even if you're on a budget, I think if you follow these steps, it should get you into great equipment here pretty soon, okay? The first thing I would suggest anybody who's looking to get into the sport, if you don't own a single thing paintball related in your house at all, the very, very first thing that I would suggest anybody to go buy is a mask, okay? The V-Force masks are my personal favorites, okay? There's a mask out there, the V-Force Pro Vantage. They sell them for $30. It's an amazing mask for $30. Okay, that right there, I tell you, go get that. If you've got a couple extra dollars burning a hole in your pocket, then you can go to Profiler, but here we are, we're talking about budget paintball. And the reason why I say go get a mask first is a lot of times the rental masks that you're going to get at the fields aren't really that good at masks. They're going to fog, the insides are falling apart, they're stiff, they hurt. It's just not pleasant. Okay, so if you have your own mask like the V-Force Pro Vantage for $30, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable when you go out to the field. You're going to have your own mask that you take care of. The lens is going to be nice and clear. Start off with getting yourself a good mask. And the best mask for people that are on a budget is the V-Force Pro Vantage. I think they sell for $30. Okay. The next thing I'm going to tell you to do is after you have your mask is to go buy a good loader. Okay. People say, well, what's the difference between the I-Force and the Pulse and okay. Buy the most expensive loader that you can afford, okay? If the most expensive loader you can afford is an I-Force, get the I-Force. If the most expensive loader you can afford is the Pulse, and go get that. A Reloader B or Halo or whatever. I will tell you this. Most people that are just starting out in paintball, probably the best loader that I could recommend to you would either be like a Velocity or like a Halo, especially if you're playing woods ball, okay? If you're playing woods ball, get the Halo. If you're playing like X-Ball, Airball, get the Velocity. Well, the Velocity's a little bit lighter, a little bit of a faster game. Go with it. Halo, it's not trying to twist the entire time you're out there in the woods. 45 minutes in the woods is no big deal for a Halo. It's not trying to twist the whole time. And something else, too, to consider, okay? Say, for instance, this is here's a Model 98. This is what, many fields use as their rental guns. If you're out there with this, okay, and you got your own mask, and you're out there with this, okay, these shake and shoot loaders are going to chop paint like crazy, okay? They don't feed fast. You got to keep shaking it to keep shooting, okay? But at least if you've got yourself a good loader, like a Velocity or a Halo or something like that, you can stick that on here, and as you're out there playing, you can just stay on the trigger the whole time you're out there. And once you have a good loader that you can stick on their rental gun, the next thing I'd suggest you to get is a pack, okay? So you've got your own loader, your own pack, your own mask, and when you get out to the field to get the rental gun, you can take your own loader and stick it on there. Now you've got your own loader that's going to feed fast, so it's not going to break paint, and you're going to have a pack that you can just keep dumping paint into. The air is included in the price. You can just keep shooting all day long. But you've got a pack, so you're out there, you can keep shooting, You got a loader that's feeding fast, You got your own mask. You're actually competing now in paintball. And then the next thing I would recommend getting is after you've got your mask, your pack, and your loader, the next thing on the food chain is getting yourself your own tank, okay? Now, keep in mind, I haven't said anything about buying your own gun yet, okay? Don't buy your own gun yet. This is the order you should be buying them in. Mask, loader, pack, and now your tank. Now what you can do is you can take their CO2 tank off of the tipman, take their shake and shoot loader off of the gun, and now you can screw your own tank into the gun. Like this. Now you're going to start having an advantage over the other people that are out there that are shooting CO2 because you're shooting a high pressure air tank, okay? You're going to be able to fill it up. You're not going to run out of air when you're out there on the field. Your gun's going to be a lot more consistent. And now you can be out there with your own tank, your own loader, your own pack, your own mask, just using their gun. And this is actually a pretty good setup for woods ball or for rec ball. I mean, you can just get on it all day long, no problems at all. So now, let's say, for instance, you've got all of this stuff now. So you start off with your mask, costs $30. Got your own loader, costs you a little over $100. Got your own pack, cost maybe 20, 30 bucks. Got your own tank probably $160, $170. Now, I would suggest for you to now start looking into buying a gun. Okay, now, there's a lot of really good guns on the market in the sub $100 range. And keep in mind, we are talking about budget ballers here. One of the best guns that's on the market right now for under $100 is without a doubt this one right here, the Piranha GTI. I love this gun. This gun shoots great for the price. I think they're selling these guns on eBay right now, the mechanical guns. They're selling them on eBay for, I think, I don't even know, maybe 80 bucks. I think you can get them for 110 with the Ape Rampage board. Uses the Intimidator detents. It's got a standard ASA. It's got a great feeling trigger. I mean, this is a solid gun for 70 bucks for the mechanical version, 120 for the electrical version. Now, you will have to either replace this feed neck or sand down your feed neck to get it to fit in here. The Velocity will do a lot better job of fitting in here than a Halo will. Or you can pull off this feed neck and put a clamping feed neck on here. But this is actually a pretty decent gun for the price for 70 bucks. Okay, if you can get up to 140, 150, get a Vibe or maybe a used Ion. I mean, God help you, but the Vibe's not a bad gun for maybe 150, 160 bucks. I don't know. I don't like Spider at all, but I know a lot of people are interested in the new Spider that came out. 200 bucks, I say get the 200 bucks, I say get the Proto SLG, or better yet, get the Fusion, the Dangerous Power Fusion. I think they're selling the old Fusions now for right around about 200 bucks. The F7s, awesome gun for 200 bucks. But if you've got your own pack, your own loader to stick on top here, your own tank, and your own mask, okay, if you guys really want me to, if you really want me to, I will go play X-Ball with this gun. Okay, all you got to do is post it on here. Mike, we really want to see you go play X-Ball with a $70 GTI. I'll go play X-Ball with this gun any day of the week, okay? Am I going to do pretty good? Well, probably not, but, I'm not going to be laning. I'm going to be playing up front trying to get the quick kills, but I will go play X-Ball with this GTI. And I'll put a video up on it. You guys will laugh your ass off. But that's what I recommend when you're a budget baller, trying to get into the sport, trying to save your money. That's the order that I recommend you buy. Buy your mask first, V-Force Pro Bandage. Then spend the money on a loader, a good loader, like a Velocity, or the I-Force. That's another really good loader, okay? I think the I-Force is selling for 60, 70 bucks. The feed neck will fit in here with a little bit of sanding. The I-Force is a great loader. Keeps up at 13 balls per second, no problem at all. Get the I-Force. Then from there, get yourself a pack. And then start saving, and get yourself a good quality tank. Okay, now, if you can't afford a good, a $200 tank, go get the PMI, the PMI Pure Energy tanks or something like that. They sell them on eBay. The 48 3000 Steelies. That's an awesome tank for the price. Go get one of those. And that's about it for the Budget Ballers show. I mean, go in that order. Mask, most expensive loader you can afford. Get yourself a pack. Then get yourself a good tank. And then, after all that's said and done, then worry about getting yourself a gun, because you can still take your tank and your, you can still take your tank and your loader and put it on a Tippmann rental gun and still do pretty good with this. You guys want me to go out there and play X-Ball with this? I'll go out there and play X-Ball with the Tippmann any day of the week. So hopefully this clears up some of the confusion on what you should spend your money on first. You're better off with this on a rental gun, your own loader and a tank on a rental gun, than you are with this and a CO2 tank on your GTI. So thanks for tuning in.